we are at 1811 Comics here in Williamsville, New York. Here we're going to be nasticized with the Nasty Boys, Jerry Saggs, Brian Knobbs, here on the Closed Fist. Welcome to Western New York there, guys.
Oh, thank you, man. We love Western New York. I'm telling you, we've been in here a long time, and good friends of the DiPaolo family, and you know everybody knows who Elio DiPaolo is around this territory. You know, he's an old school wrestler. He's actually brought Bruno over back in the day.
Yeah.
But his sons Dennis and Michael and the whole family always treat us well over there. Feed us good, and then we're also good friends with one of the best quarterbacks in pro football.
History,
yeah. Jim Kelly, and we're here to do his charity, his golf tournament this year.
If you guys had to nail it down, because you've been in the biggest moments and the biggest arenas and whatnot over the years, what would you say is your biggest moment in the business?
Well, for us, it comes down to two biggest moments that propelled us to the top. Well, one was getting us there, one was at the top, or having the opportunity to shoot the angle in Chicago with the Steiner brothers that rolled us into the Halloween Havoc match. Mm-hmm. Got us the opportunity to propel us to WWE, and you know the greatest match of all was us and the Hart Foundation at WrestleMania 7.
And that kind of labeled us, you know. And then, but you know, if you want to just, you're talking them are two matches that stand out for us, but a real match, a real good match that stands out for us, and we kind of stole the show off Ric Flair and Macho Man that night. The last match they had at the old Odd here, Legends of the Odd. That was for you know, Elio DiPaolo Foundation, and we wrestled Public Enemy, and it was a good old Buffalo street fight, and everything was, no punches were pulled, people were getting hit for real, and then at the end, while we were kind of down, beaten up a little bit, Johnny Grunge got on the mic and said the Nasty Boys are just like the Buffalo Bills, bunch of no good losers, and in the front was Jim Kelly with all of the offensive line, and they didn't take it too well. Before you know it, Jim was helping us out. He had Buffalo Bills helmet, brought that in the ring. We smashed both the Public Enemy over the head with it and got the 1, 2, 3, and the crowd went crazy. Yeah. And we looked back at Ric Flair and we said, "Follow that one, brother."
I still don't think we topped the first sold to the rafters, the building, and it was a great wrestling building, the Odd, and hockey and everything else. But I don't know if we ever heard a louder scream. That no. It's like the place you had to clog your ears. It was so loud. Yeah. The people, especially when we did that, we beat the shit out of Public Enemy. We 1, 2, 3, we're walking back and grabbed Miles. We got to go back and bring Jim in. We went back, right at the locker room door, went back, went to the ring, and we called Jim Kelly in the ring. When he got in the ring, it was like I swear the rafters could have shook down off the thing. It was. And then he gave the helmet to a kid.
Yeah, and gave the helmet to awesome. One little fan that was out there. But man,
you can go to DiPaolo. You can go to DiPaolo's restaurant. Dennis plays that match on a reel down there because it was for his dad. You know, it was the Elio DiPaolo Foundation, but to close the Odd all in one. And Jim was there with all the bills. This was what, 95?
95, 95
before. Yeah. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think it takes to make it into business?
There was so many matches, but there's ones that stand out. I mean, there was we have so many I forgot about them. They were great, and until I see them, the kids play them on either they see us now, which is the great thing is that 24/7. The younger generation gets to see what we did, and they're like, they watch what can be done now. It ain't like the guys can't do what we did or don't want to. It's just you can't. You can't. The concussion thing and the PG rating and everything above. We had free rent land. We could do what we wanted to. You know what I mean? Pretty much. The kid, so now the kids go, holy hell! Look what these guys were doing back then. You know what I mean? It's amazing. You know.
I mean, knowing how far you guys came into business from where you started, I'm sure you had like naysayers say that, you guys are not going to make it into business. How gratifying is it to look back on your career and say, hey, you know what, we did make it?
Well, you got to
fans do that, man. We never got into we made it, this and that. The fans, just to acknowledge it from the fans out there. Without the fans, none of us would be here. I mean, I run a show and I got a company called Legends of Wrestling. We just did a phenomenal sold-out show in Detroit, and we had Ric Flair, and we had Sting, and you know Ted DiBiase, Animal from the Road Warriors, Billy Gunn, Eric Bischoff, Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South, greatest manager of all time. You know, I mean, just even the Brooklyn Brawler, and the people. Just that era of wrestling they just love, and it was a great, you know, it was a fan experience. It was autographs, pictures, plus Q&A. Then we had matches, and in the matches with all kind of Cactus Jack, you know, and gave Eric Bischoff Sacco. I mean, the people love. Oh, it's like bringing them back, and them fathers are.
He didn't ask that though. He asked about making it in the business.
Yeah, but he was asking about the difference, and why our seems like from the 80s and 90s that people come up to him and say, you know, your era still stands out, and like he was saying about the WWE and the universe. You know, you can get on the internet, and the small kids now can go and actually watch our matches with the Steiners and watch our matches with the LOD and you know with every the British Bulldogs, everybody we had wrestled in the past, and that's great for us. Right. But it was just a different era, like he said. And today, I take my hat off to everybody, because they're, you know, I see some matches, and I see some the bigger guys like Roman Reigns, you know, friend of ours. You know, he gets, you know, booed here, cheered here, but he still goes out and does his thing. And when he's wrestling Braun Strowman, there were two big guys there. You're talking about 260, 275, even with Braun. 350 and plus, but and the stuff they're doing, that's like us, because back in our day, everybody was that weight. Everybody was 275 and up and doing all kind of crazy stuff. I mean, just go. All you have to do is go back and look at some of the matches back in the day. But I take my hat off to all the guys today, man. They're doing a terrific job, and they're changing with the flow. You know, some guys are stubborn. Some of the older wrestlers are stubborn. Oh, it changed. It's not the way it used to be. But you know what? Everything changes. Baseball changes. Football's changed. You know, basketball. All the rules have changed. You know, but it's still, they're still playing the game, and it's still awesome. So you know, what can you say? I mean, you're watching, you know, LeBron James again go against Steph Curry, and unbelievable basketball. I mean, I watched the first night. You know, I like all sports. You know, football included. And our Philadelphia Eagles won this last year, so we're really excited. So that's a good thing. But like everything changes, and it seems like the
who turned him on?
No, but I mean,
he had ice cream, sugar, and it just was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, especially them peanut butter things there. I don't know what was in there. But anyway,
he's all sugared up.
But anyway, you know, just I do like Seth Rollins. I watch some of his matches, and Finn Balor, and some of these younger guys, and I'm going, man, take your hat off to you, kid. You're doing a hell of a job.
Well, you know what? I just want to say thank you to on behalf of all the wrestling fans and myself. Thank you for all the memories you gave us, and best of luck in the future. And thank you.
Oh, go
thank you, man.
Loser, give him the pity city.